What up, y'all? Paranormal Street TV here. This is A.P. Let's talk about the egg-shaped UAP that was recently televised on News Nation between Ross Coulthart and Jake Barber. A 20-foot egg-shaped UAP. Let's talk about it. I've already seen on my FYP on TikTok folks making fun of it. Folks with a boiled egg and a string. Guys, we got to be more appreciative than that. Was I disappointed? I wouldn't say so. I was just glad to see something from another dimension. And that something, that so-called egg that you guys are having so much jokes about, is actually conscious, which means that we are being observed. That is why it was seamless. It's nanobiotechnology. Let's talk about it. So, according to Dr. Stephen Greer, the craft itself has the consciousness of the occupants, and the occupants, now it's often the chief pilot. So the egg UAP that we saw, safe to say and make an educated guess that they're these higher intelligent beings who somehow embedded their consciousness in that egg-shaped UAP. What do you think that means, guys? We are being observed. You were able to see a piece of consciousness from a whole different dimension. So there's a lot to be grateful and thankful for. And don't make fun of the egg, guys, or what I call the cosmic egg. Now, he also refers to such crafts as ultrasonic manufacturing. Based on my understanding, what that means is, like when we need to build something or create something, we get different types of materials, be it steel or whatever, iron. These guys are able to somehow, with their consciousness and their brilliant higher intelligence, somehow create out of molecules and whatever, right? And project it into 3D and make it like what we call real. Hence the term ultrasonic manufacturing. Now, he also went on to say, if you ever see a UAP with anti-gravity technology, regardless of how futuristic and extraterrestrial it might look, if you ever see a freaking craft, a UAP that has like knots, bolts, rivets, seams, he said it's usually from like Lockheed Martin and those guys. Now, nanobiotechnology is where they're living and conscious. So the craft itself is actually living. And this is why I'm saying, do people realize what that News Nation clip really was? Knowledge is power. That is actually living consciousness. That means at the time that Jacob Barber and his crew collected that UAP, they were being watched. And he actually went into saying that he felt something when he encountered that UAP. He felt like love that he's never felt before. He specifically mentioned a feminine energy, guys. That's pretty freaking impressive, And for those of you, if you've had experiences with orbs, you know that they communicate with you. You know that you always feel love from them. It's a whole lot of love. Sometimes you might feel a little uneasy, some sadness, just like Barber did, because he mentioned he felt a bit emotional. He even got emotional during the interview with Ross Coulthart. What does that tell us? And he felt a little bit sad. I think they feel truly sorry for us. I really do believe that they feel sorry for us. I always get that type of vibe too. Like on December 12th, 2024, when I was holding a TikTok live session and we were looking at that New Jersey beach cam, there were several orbs that communicated with us. One of them was so big, like it was just pulsating different colors. And I just knew what it was saying without it even speaking English, if that makes sense. And even though we were viewing them on a computer by way of a beach cam, they were still able to communicate a message to us. And I found that really, really fascinating. And I knew I wasn't tripping, man. This is why when he said what he experienced, I was like, whoa, that reminds me of that time when we were all sitting on TikTok Live, like experiencing the orbs pulsating and communicating with us. It's really beautiful. And he also said that he believes that it's been providing him protection even till this very day. I believe that as well. I think once they make contact, like, I don't know, they're able to, by way of vibration and frequencies, let me say that over, by way of vibrations and frequencies, plural, they're able to connect us to things that are really good for our spirits and souls. I know personally, it did that for me in many ways. So I definitely believe Jacob Barber's story. And Dr. Stephen Greer also said these crafts take on the awareness of the occupants. And this is why I'm saying, how dare we make fun of the footage? Go ahead, make fun if you have to, right? If that makes you feel intelligent, by all means. But, and again, I'll call it the cosmic egg, right? Just to make it a little light and fun, because we don't really know what to call it. We're just saying, okay, it's a UAP or an egg-shaped UAP or a UAP shaped like an egg. But it's deeper, and we have to keep in mind that these beings, they know us better than we even ever dreamt to know ourselves. I believe that these beings, they've been around for years, decades, eons, probably before we were even a thought. What does that tell you guys? They know everything about us. They understand our genetic structure on so many different levels. They understand how our DNA and DNA markers work. They know. And so the egg-shaped UAP, or the cosmic egg, right? That was their way of introducing themselves to us in a way. Think about it. Especially we talking all about this nanobiotechnology stuff and how these are conscious. Like the egg-shaped UAP is the cosmic egg is actually conscious and aware. Dr. Stephen Greer even stated that some of his guys or gentlemen that he may have come across and had discussions with, how when they retrieved certain crafts or similar crafts, that they observed that if there's a crack, it would begin to heal itself because it's conscious. Mind you, there isn't a physical occupant in the egg-shaped UAP or these crafts, but they have the consciousness to do that. Kind of reminds you of the interstellar object, Oumuamua, right? It's just conscious because the beings are able to attach their consciousness to these objects. Isn't that freaking fascinating? That's what I'm saying, man. If you understand and believe these things, I know I do, you're going to view that UAP footage that's shaped like an egg completely different. It's not just an egg. It's deeper than that. It's much bigger than that. We have come face to face with them. And so we really should appreciate the fact that they even allowed us that close to them, even if it's their own consciousness. You see, a lot of people, we want instant gratification. So we want to be able to see these beings. We don't get that pleasure as of yet. Not until we grow up, guys. All we got is a piece of their consciousness, and we made fun of it. And I say we because I belong to the human race, the Homo sapiens. I know I didn't personally make fun of it, so to speak, right? Because I see a deeper message and I see it on a much, much deeper level. And so you should try too, because that was pretty deep stuff, man. That was pretty deep stuff. And I think it's remarkable that consciousness, I've been trying to tell people throughout the years, human consciousness beats everything, man. Think about it. Think about the worst personality disorders out here. You know, psychopathy, sociopathy, narcissism, and all these things. What do they lack? Consciousness. With consciousness, you are aware of self, aware of spirit, aware of others, enhancing your emotional intelligence, taking you to higher states and levels of consciousness. But if you lack or have zero consciousness, low vibrational functioning, you're always going to steal the light. You're going to always seek to steal the light from others, right? You can't authentically be yourself because you lack the consciousness of self. You don't even know who you are. You function on a low vibrational level because you lack consciousness. And that is why stuff like hate in any type of form is a lack of human consciousness. Because if you were conscious and aware, you would know that that is not the way. That is why there's something called Christ consciousness. Think about it. It's to be aware of all things. You understand what I'm saying? So this egg-shaped UAP, the fact that it's a conscious thing, right? I think that is all we need to know. We came that close to their consciousness, and they're probably all around us, these interdimensional beings. And I actually believe that they're here with us. They're probably here with me as I sit and speak. Have you seen my aura on TikTok lately? So, enough babbling, I think, but I hope you got my point today, man. Human consciousness and consciousness in general is massive. Think about our consciousness and what it can do for the earth and its frequencies, let alone the consciousness of higher beings. And that is why we should appreciate that footage of that egg. Before I go, I have a new YouTube channel. All you got to do, go to YouTube and search in YouTube's search box, Inner Chi Meditation. Nice circular logo. You'll see it. Inner Chi Meditation. And I should have a Linktree page attached to this YouTube channel where you can just click on it and have access to wherever I am on social media, such as TikTok. So yeah, make sure, if you are not yet subscribed to Paranormal Street TV, by the way, give me a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, and always remember to turn your notifications on. I'm supposed to go live tonight. We'll see how that goes. It depends on how I feel, guys. When I'm saying live, I'm talking YouTube live. So we'll see how that goes. I really should. I think I'm going to schedule it right after I get off here. I'm going to go and record some guided meditation and then probably some content for TikTok. And I'll see you tonight on YouTube Live. Thank you for tuning in to Paranormal Street TV. I am A.P. Peace.